Hello, my name is Carole. This is my channel, So Carole. Welcome to my sewing room. Another week of drama in the sewing room this week. Thank you for joining me. Hashtag Friday Sews was of course started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, who we are forever grateful for encouraging so many home sewers to get on YouTube, chat about what we've been sewing, to like-minded people, and we have grown the most amazing supportive community on social media, I believe. So thank you, Jen, for joining us. Don't forget to check out all the other hashtag Friday Sews videos. This week I can't decide whether to tell you about the good thing I made or the horrendous thing I made. I think, as you see in the title, I think I'll start with the trousers. And I have to say, I have no idea what I did wrong, if I did do anything wrong. It should have been a quick and simple make of trousers. It all looks so promising. They were pull-on trousers, they were in woven fabric, so no closures. If you remember last week, I was very excited. This is Simplicity 9376. I think it came out a couple of years ago maybe. Now, I had a really bad experience with this pattern, but I made something in the end. It'll do. They're a pair of trousers which I'm just saying it'll do. Now, there are a couple of reviews online for this, and those people have had wonderful success. Crumpets Tea and Sewing, I'll put her link down below, and also the lovely Viv Mum made a pair as well, and they both had success. So let me tell you how I started to go wrong with this. It's just one of those things, isn't it? When you think it's going to be a pattern that you're going to whip up quickly, and certainly it felt like I was going that way. Now, I ended up doing a view which I probably wouldn't have chosen, but somewhere along the line I must have cut the pattern, because I cut the pattern for view D. Actually, not the one with the drawstring, but view D. So it's got the slight pleats in the front. I didn't really realise till I was cutting it out. I came to the pattern, all the pattern pieces were cut out in a size 10, so I thought, brilliant, I'll just go with that. Really, I would have preferred the one without the pleat, but you know, I thought this is going to be a quick pair of trousers, I'm just going to cut them out and off I go. So obviously then I put the pleat in, I did the pockets all beautifully, I sewed inside seam, outside seam, thought it was feeling a bit big, but didn't worry too much. Tried them on, yeah, they kind of fit around the waist, so I was kind of happy with that. And then I went to do the waistband, and it's that where the whole thing fell apart. So I made the waistband. I didn't like the way they do it at all, I really didn't. But you sew the pieces together, you sew a bit of elastic on one half, the back of it, and then you would flip it, so you've got elastic sewn onto the back side seams to start with, and then it pulls all over the place, and oh no, never doing that again. Anyway, so I did that and I thought, that looks really small, I think I'll try that on. And I tried it on, and I will put the photo in, because I couldn't get that beyond my thighs. It was hilarious. Well, I was angry but laughing at the same time. So, okay, I thought, this is crazy. What have I done wrong? I checked all the pattern pieces. I checked absolutely everything. One thing I noticed is how much that goes in there. So if we think about it logically, that is a woven pattern. This isn't a stretch pattern. So how would you get the waistband beyond your thighs to come in? Yeah, I just didn't know. So I started searching online, and I came up with a Viv Mum's video, and she was saying they were big, but they were lovely. She didn't say anything. Tried another video and they were like, no, this is my favourite pattern, I've made loads. I thought, what have I done wrong? So I went on to Pattern Review, and somebody else on there had had exactly the same problem. It was a pair of trousers made for their mum. They did them all okay, tried to put the waistband on, and the lady couldn't get them past her thighs. So I thought, yes, it's not me. So what I did going forward is, first of all, I messaged the lovely Viv, and I said, when you made this, cast your mind back, did you have a problem with it? And she didn't have a problem at all. But I was thinking maybe just recut the waistband, make it bigger, and the fact that's what she suggested. So thank you, Viv. I kind of wish you'd have said you'd had the problem as well, then I wouldn't have felt so bad. But anyway, there we go. So I recut, I made the waistband 2 inches bigger. So it didn't come in quite as much, because it would have come in sort of, well, like that. So that meant I can get them over my thighs, and it's a bit of a wriggle, I will admit, but they're on. You've got elastic in the back, the 2 pleats here. I even checked to make sure I sized those pleats right, and I did. I have no idea. I did put 2 pockets in the back. Now, so waistband on, thought I'd try them on again, and I'll show you some footage now. Here we go. At the moment, we're looking at this leg. So, did all the waistband, made it bigger. The only thing, of course, now, this bit fits, but this bit is slightly big on me. Yeah, haven't finished the waistband yet, so it might improve when I sew it all up. But this leg is enormous, even though I've come in about 1 centimetre further than I should have done. It's also really, really long, even though I took it up by 1 inch. So goodness knows what it would have been if I hadn't. It's horrible. I hate it. It's all manly. This leg, I have taken in a good 1.5 inches on the inseam. That wasn't enough. It was still all sticking out here. So I've taken in another, probably 1 inch, I would say. It's not made it tight, as you can see there's still gapping there. But I think this is the width of trouser I'm looking for, because this just does nothing for me. Even if it was the right length, if I roll it up for you, it's just horrid. So I'm going to go now and I'm going to slim this other, look like jumpers then for a minute. It's going to slim down this leg to look like this leg. Okay, so I went on to finish the trousers. I took them in both sides by masses and I shortened them, and lo and behold, I ended up with an okay pair of trousers. I don't particularly like them. I think the fabric it's a lovely fabric, but just doesn't look very feminine on me at all. But I'll wear them. So my review of this pattern, I think there are some much better patterns out there. It does say chino, corduroy, cotton blends, flannel, linen blends, stretch wovens. So that, to me, you can't have a pattern that's going to be woven and stretch woven. If you made it in a stretch woven, you'd have probably got that waistband up, but I didn't. I made it in woven, like they say, and there we go. So have a go. If you've got this pattern at home, definitely have a go, but be a little bit cautious before you put the waistband on. You create the waistband first of all, see if you can get it actually on your body, and then sew it onto the top of the trousers and you're away. But a brown pair of trousers. Okay, the good one, this one here. Oh, this is such a quick and lovely make, McCalls 7122. I made version C-ish. Just played around with the length a little bit and played around the length of the sleeves. I made them 3/4 length, and I put a tie on, which I always do because I just thought it adds a bit of something rather than just being plain. Really pleased with it. I have to say it strangely looks quite festive, even though it really isn't, but I would probably wear it on Christmas Day. But yeah, definite win. Absolutely recommend this pattern to anybody, for a tunic top, for a dress, for a summer dress, anybody in Jersey, easy peasy. I took a trip out this week. I'll insert a bit of footage here. I'm taking a trip out to Hobbycraft today, and although I've got to only buy a couple of things, I know I will be coming back with a bag full of stuff. So I thought I'd take you with me. So here we are, my local Hobbycraft, a very kind of shabby looking building, but it is the best I have. It is a beautiful autumnal day, but I'm going to go in now and see if I can pick up some bits. No, as I suspected, £100 and 50p later, I have a bag of goodies. It's not my fault. I only went in for some stocking fabric, but patterns were half price. So I picked up 2 patterns, Simplicity 9183 for the trousers and Butterick 6865 for the trousers, because they were half price. And I've got about 6 packets of fat quarters, a glue stick and some cord, because remember I went on about cord the other day. And I've been asked if I will make a stocking for the new baby, and I was going to buy a pattern because I know if I draw it out, I'm going to get the foot shaped the wrong way. So I saw this one for £1, so I bought that, and I'm just going to trace around it, and then I get my free pattern and a linen stocking. But yeah, I've got a lot of absolutely gorgeous fat quarters, Christmas and girly, and yeah, £100 later. Sorry, Chris, I better go home now. I had an Echo Bee parcel this week. Just wanted to stock up on a few more pieces of jersey. Got this lovely one, this cotton jersey with the hedgehogs on, pink for the little girl, of course. Because I absolutely loved that purpley spotted fabric, they still had some left, so I picked up the blue. It's got blue, yellow and a white, so really happy got a bit of that. That's going to be put aside for next summer. And get for one, have to get for the others, so I got this a green dragony fabric for my grandsons, so they will love that. I've also got in my hand my knit subscription box from my sewing box in Bournemouth. I cannot believe how the months roll round so quickly, so it doesn't seem 5 minutes ago I got the last box. But I thought I'd open it with you because I haven't opened it yet. So let's have a look, see what we've got. November pattern. This month we got a gorgeous delicate knit. Delicate knit. Oh, what we got? A freebie here. An ironing ruler for pressing hems. That's intriguing. I have never seen that. Measure, mark and press hems, seams and pants. Heat resistance. Have you ever seen one of those? I've never seen one of those, but that'll be interesting. Some thread and oh my word, look at this. Gosh, it is so soft. I wish we had the kind of television where you can sort of touch it and feel it. It is right, it is a delicate knit. So that's the right side there, and you can see the lycra on that side. But it is so soft and lovely. That's going to make, oh, it can make a nice cardigan actually as well, because the reverse is the same colour, or a nice jumper. That's beautiful. That is, it's like a cable-y fabric, like proper knitted stuff. That is going to be a really nice, oh, it'll be nice like jumper. Yeah, oh, I'm so happy with that. Thank you very much, my sewing box in Bournemouth. An update from last week, I made the other sweatshirt for my grandson, and I'll put a bit of footage in here. It was the cargo-y shark one, so I'll put the picture of the pair of them here. So finished that. I finished the jeans. I had to put the triangle inserts in that pair of jeans, and I did some footage along the way of how I did it, and I've deleted it, and it's too late now. So, but yeah, she can now put them on. The fabric I used in the end was some old jeans of my husband. One of you suggested I use some Get to a Charity Shop, but yeah, I used some old jeans, cut up a bit of the leg and used that. So that was great. It wasn't a perfect job, but it definitely did the trick. So I put the triangle of fabric in, but then of course I had to also extend the waistband as well. It was extremely fiddly. I don't ever want to do it again, but I managed it. Katie then gave me another pair of jeans, and she keeps buying jeans on Vinted, and of course the sizing isn't quite right. So these had to be shortened, and I had to do that elastic trick in the back again. Again, I filmed that and I deleted the footage. Anyway, I'm sure you know what I mean. So just a couple of other things to mention. Yesterday I put out my A Gift to November 23 video. I was very lucky to be asked if I would do the vlog tour with everybody else, and my video was out yesterday. So if you haven't seen that, have a look and see what you think, and then you can see the gifts that I'm making for Christmas. The little dress I made for my granddaughter was a success. We saw them at the weekend, so that was another good thing ticked off. Next week I've got a couple of pairs of pyjamas that I really need to get sewing. I still need to finish a few gifts, so to make sure I can post my photos on the 30th of November. I've got lots of ideas in my head at the moment. My head is just buzzing with all these things that I want to make. Also, this week my daughter Katie came over to my sewing room and we actually did some sewing together. Now this is very exciting and I'll probably report much more next week about it. But she had an idea of something she wanted to make, and that was Disney ears, you know, the Mickey ears. So she'd seen lots of YouTube clips and stuff, so we had a go at making a pair. I'll go into it in more detail next week because we've done a prototype pair, but we need to really fine tune some of the processes. But we went fabric shopping together and actually got her in the sewing room doing a bit of sewing, and she enjoyed it. So I was very pleased. Now, the most exciting thing, at the weekend, we went to Franklin's in Salisbury, and I have bought a new sewing machine, which will be for Christmas. So I can't open it yet, I can't show it to you yet, but I will certainly do that in the new year. It's still in its box, I'm still using my old ones. I'm going to be quite disciplined to say no, it's for Christmas, so I'll open it Christmas Day. So I am so thrilled. Now Adam is a huge fan of this shop, Franklin's in Salisbury, and so am I, and the service is outstanding there. If you in the Wiltshire, Hampshire area, it's worth travelling to. It's certainly worth travelling to. Neil was just so wonderful with me because I had my list of questions and everything, but yeah, I'm very excited. So in the new year I will be sharing with you my new sewing machine. We are going away at the weekend. I know we've only just come back, but this was one of those fluke things. It's kind of a freebie weekend, staying in a static caravan, which is if you're in the US it'll be like a trailer. It's on a lovely cliff top site. So we're going there for a couple of nights. We had a big voucher to use up. We thought we'd lost some money for something, but it wasn't. It was a voucher and we had to use it by the end of the year. So we thought we'd go away for a weekend, and Mickey's coming with us. But because it's on a cliff face, I imagine it's going to be very misty and very foggy a lot of the time. But of course I'll take some photos if we do have them. So no sewing this weekend, but I will take some more Dorset buttons to do because that's such a nice little thing to take with me. So, gosh, I feel like I rattled on so much this week. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful weekend. If you're in America, I hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving yesterday, and I hope you're not hitting the credit cards too hard today. Well, anybody, we're over the world because Black Fridays is all over the world now, isn't it? Sales. But yeah, I'll see you very shortly, and I will put some autumnal photos at the end. And if you hang around right to the end, I'm going to put a tiny bit of footage of I was running the other morning and it was so flooded and I couldn't decide whether to go back home or run through it. So I decided to run through it and film it. So I'll put that footage at the end and you can hear me absolutely by the end of it. Bye bye for now. Thanks for joining me. Come with me. made it.